Hello everybody, Deanna here, and thanks so much for being here. So today's video is going to be a book review, and the book I'm reviewing is Stars of Fortune by Nora Roberts. So this one is actually the first in a trilogy, and I'm gonna go ahead and read out my synopsis on it. Sasha Riggs just can't deny the dreams that have plagued her for months, and the man she is drawn to. In an attempt to finally face these dreams, she travels to Corfu and meets the 5 strangers that have visited her dreams. They all have a mission to find the 3 fallen stars from Legends. Is Sasha strong enough to face this challenge, and will her feelings for Bron get in the way? So this one was a super fun introduction to this trilogy. I absolutely love Nora Roberts. She is one of my favorite authors. If you don't know much about Nora Roberts, she definitely is known for being a bit of one of the queens of romance. She does romance, and she is one of my favorite romance authors. Typically, we have a lot of novels from Nora follow the same type of formula, and this novel is no different. This trilogy is no different than her typical kind of formula, where we've got couples that usually meet, they have their meet cute, or you know, they have their moments where they're gonna meet and get to know each other, and then they usually have some kind of feelings for each other, attraction, whatever happens. Each couple might be a little different in kind of that situation, but ultimately they all end up getting together, having some romance. Some steamy scenes usually happen. Sometimes I skip them if they get a little too steamy, but usually there is a very romantic type of element going on, and lots of sex going on in their novels, and then they usually get together in the end after some ups and downs and issues and things like that. So her books are very much that type of style, that type of romance, and I love it. I love it for those type of comfort kind of reads. Like, Nora is just one where I know I can count on Nora on giving me an awesome story with some great characters, some good plot, and just lots of fun going on. So I love her characters. Her characters are always so layered, and they usually have a lot that's going on, and I think Sasha and Bron are two that definitely are some good characters that I enjoyed. They definitely have that moment where it's leading to them getting together, and then of course they get together. So I did do a journal post for this one as well. So I've got my journal entry here where I went ahead and drew out essentially characters, and I just had some fun kind of pulling some of the elements, because this is one of her novels. It's a trilogy, as I mentioned in the synopsis, where they're on a mission to find fallen stars based on a legend, and literally they're finding actual stars. So there is some magical kind of fantasy-like trope throughout this. There is some kind of different magical powers going on and things like that, and it is a epic fight of good versus evil, and of course our main characters are the good that are fighting the evil. And we've got our 2 main characters, as I mentioned, are Sasha and Bron, and they are the couple that we watch with their character arc and whether they get together or not in the end. Which, I mean, again, it's Nora's writing, so you usually know what to expect when it comes to Nora. But I absolutely love Nora as an author. She's got so many great books out there, and I think this was one of my favorite trilogies that she's done. I've read very many of them, you know, some about witches and things like that, and this one just having that magical element, I just love it. I think it makes it so fun and so interesting, and just kind of trying to figure out what each of their powers are, or what is each of the characters hiding, and you kind of learn that throughout this book and kind of see like what is going on, what brings all these characters together, who are all these characters. So this one had a lot of that too. There had a lot of like the mystery of like, well, what do these dreams mean, like what is kind of going on, who are the characters, and I think it was just so much fun. It was a wonderful book, and I absolutely had so much fun reading it. I had fun doing my little journal entry too, just like putting in some elements like the reach for the stars and everything. Like there's just a lot that was fun with this book, and I really loved the character of Sasha. She was a bit more meek and mild in some ways, but of course her going through all of this helps, you know, bring her out of her shell and bring her into kind of accepting her fate and what's going on. So we've got that kind of like character development on where she's trying to fight it, and is she going to step into it? Is she going to take ownership of this? Is she going to be the like fighter that she needs to be and the warrior that she needs to be? And she's awesome. And then Bronn is of course a wonderful character as well to really help balance her out and help her out of her shell, and he was one of my favorite male characters because he's just awesome. So I absolutely love this book, and I had so much fun with this starting book. Really set off a great tone for the series, and I was very excited to read this and the rest of the trilogy. So those were my thoughts on this book. I just find it absolutely delightful, so fun, and I honestly think you should check it out. Such a good story, and I really do think this is one of my favorite trilogies of Nora Roberts now. And I will be back in another video with my thoughts on the next two books, so stay tuned for that. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. I do appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Thank you so much for being here. Take care of yourselves, and you will see me and maybe my hands next time. Bye!